Hi, welcome to AFTV. I got Lee with me. A 1-0 win against Brighton at Amex.
What are you laughing about? You happy with that today? That was absolutely atrocious. Poor performance. We ain't going to win nothing playing like that.
What a difference a couple of weeks.
Oh, well, it's great though, isn't it? Like, eh?
What a difference a couple of weeks makes.
Look, he can play as crappers like that and be happy. You know what I mean? It's unreal, isn't it?
Well, I mean, the performance at times wasn't the best, but they dug
got the
deep.
result.
Yeah,
Listen, dug deep, defended it. Look, listen, Nketiah was outstanding all the way through. Unbelievable performance. 10 out of 10 for me.
Were you wrong about him, or are you still waiting to?
I've held my hands up 2 weeks ago. I weren't great. I weren't smitten on him now. I'm in love with him now. He's absolutely outstanding today, like all through the game.
Yep.
I felt in the first 10-15 minutes, Raya again, it was a little bit shaky and all that. He stood firm for 90 minutes. Yeah. But I will say Timber and then Gabriel and Declan Rice come into it second half were outstanding. Yeah. Outstanding defensive performances. You know what I mean? Like the attacking side, you know, that's another story. But like defensively, magnificent. And Raya, by the way, after that mistake, I thought was brilliant as well.
I was going to mention that, the one that he almost got lobbed, and then Gabriel on the line as well. That one,
Gabriel got him out of jail. Mascara played really well considering he was on a booking which was a scandalous booking. Scandalous.
Well, what was he for? What was the ref doing? Like, it's a first challenge.
You know what he's like, and that's what I'm worried about. When you're 1-0 up with a clown like that refereeing, there's always something that can happen. But at the end of the day, he got the job. But listen, I thought we was magnificent the way we defended today, like, you know.
Lee, I need to ask you, because like you're a man, you know, you assess games very well. I'll be honest. Like, are you going to keep like assessing every performance in what it is and what you're seeing, or are you saying, do you know what, there's only like 7 to 8 games left, let's just, like you said there, we won, or you're going to pick at little things? So there is still, you said about the attack, we won't go into it too much, but it's still not really clicking for us. But does it matter?
Did you just say it's not really clicking? Well, it's not clicking, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just trying to be...
That was just, listen, that was a horrendous performance, right? We had a horrendous performance at Wolves, but we didn't get the job done. But today we got the job done.
Right.
And that, what do you want? You know what I mean? Like, we can play all the scintillating football, if you like, and then lose 1-0. And so I remember going up to Leeds back in 2003 when we hammered them, and then they scored in the last kick of the game. Like, you know, I know what I'd rather have. You know, and listen, it's not going to be pretty, but listen, this league's not going to be easy to win.
100%.
Listen, I was watching. I switched off of our game. I tapped out.
No, you didn't.
I tapped out.
No, you didn't.
I was watching the Man City game, like, you know.
Seriously,
like, you know. I was watching both, like, you know.
Listen.
I'll tell you something now. It's not very often you get a good reception.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you do, there's a good Wi-Fi in there, so I took advantage of that and watched what the last.
This game was stressful enough, though, and then you're
listen, and I'll be really honest.
So do you not feel like they were going to score?
Listen, who?
Brighton. Because
I thought they were gonna, didn't you?
Yeah, I did as well. That's why I couldn't look at the Man City game.
I was awful. We're gonna win.
He was watching both games. He stopped watching the Arsenal game and put the Man City game on.
Ain't he the one who said to us here, don't matter? That's what you told us the other day when we were just looking at it.
It did when you're playing like that, you know what I mean?
It don't matter, he said. And you know what, right? A guy in there just said to me, sorry to hijack your interview.
That's all right, yeah, feel free.
Right? I don't know if he brought this up, but what a guy was just saying there goes, imagine if that was us today at home.
I was just about to bring that up, Rob.
And that was 2-2.
Yeah, or I was just about to bring up if that was, if Man City played like that today and won 1-0, they'd all be going that's what champions do. Yeah. This is what they do.
And also, no, but what the guy was saying in there, he goes, if we're at home and we drew to Forest.
They've won from bottom.
Let's hear what the media got to say about that.
They are that low, yeah.
And listen, what was great about tonight, which is remind me of all this, like West Ham won today, right? So they're 1 point behind Spurs, and so are Forest. Come on, you Eagles! Come on, you Eagles! And I feel him.
Let me ask you about this then. Were you singing? Rob just came in and obviously jumped and said, we're going to win a league. Were you in there singing that? Are you?
Of course, at the end, yeah, because at the end of the day,
But you're a man that's gone through titles and you've seen something. You know there's still games.
That was a big turnaround today because I'll tell you what, there was a minute of that game when we could have gone. We was 7 points clear. It could have swung. We could have been 2 points. It could have been 3. It could have been whatever. When it come up 7 minutes, they had 7 minutes as well, right? They both of us had 7 minutes extra, and I basically said this is the biggest 7 minutes of the Premier League season.
Fair.
Because I thought that they was going to nick one, and I thought that they were going to nick one, like. But at the end of the day, they didn't nick one, and we kept it going, like, you know.
As a football fan, as an Arsenal fan, Lee, do you feel like when we stepped out of Molyneux and you said it's done? Do you feel like, or do you think that's just a life of? That's a life of football?
They still could come back and alt us. When I go back now, so I didn't back the team. When I meant saying back the team was like keep sticking up for them that they're the best and everything like that.
You've done that all season.
Because I've done that all season. I've always said that we were the best, but that day was a big, poor thing for us. But I also did say that, you know, that point might be valuable at the end of the season, like, you know what I mean? Like, and people were laughing at me. But I had to try and take some sort of consolation and some sort of thing from it. And then when you look at the performances of Wolves lately, you know, it might be a bloody good point. I don't know.
Now, you're a man that's stuck by Kai Havertz from since he's arrived. He came on today. It felt like, I don't know, I thought it was brilliant today, Kai Havertz.
Listen, that guy's got to stay fit, right? Yeah. If he stays fit, we win this league because of those games there.
That's a big statement.
Because he holds the ball up, he brings in other players. When he come on the pitch, we had a little bit of control. Like Gyökeres couldn't hold up I don't know what, you know, I was going to say something rude.
I know he's going to say.
He couldn't hold up stockings and suspenders.
Better.
Right? Ding! You know what I mean?
Better.
Ding!
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? Like, that's a bit better.
Yeah.
Right?
But when Havertz came on.
But when Havertz come on, he held everything up and he just brings other players in, created a couple of chances, probably could have done better with one of them. I thought they defended very. Listen,
they did.
Brighton were very good today.
No,
I thought they were very, very good. Let's you know, be honest about it. They caused us a lot of problems. That was a tough game for us. I thought they defended well, caused lots of problems. But you know, Havertz done very, very well when he come on. And listen, that's what you need. Like maybe in that game and in like Gyökeres' defence, he's tired them down a little bit, and they've got. He's come on after a little bit wary and was more good. But listen, I think Kai was fantastic when he came on.
Let me end then by asking about Bukayo Saka. There's been a lot of critics have been on him, saying, you know, he's not converting and all that. But I keep saying he's so key to Arsenal. I think the hate and criticism is a bit overboard, in my opinion. You might disagree, but today he got us an all-important goal.
Well, he got the all-important goal, very, very fluky. But other than that,
very fluky.
Very fluky. Fluky, very fluky. It's very fluky. I thought he was non-existent today. I thought the fullback had him on toast. I was actually calling for Noni to come on. It's funny how the two wide players, the other two forwards come off and he didn't. But listen, none of them got into the game. I'm going to be really honest, if you want to be like... If Odegaard put in a performance like Eze today, he would be getting hammered. He would be getting slaughtered. Right, you know what I mean? None of the front four done anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Martinelli again, like, you know what I mean? Like, worked hard but didn't really do anything. Saka got the goal, but other than that, it was nothing. But listen, it's sometimes any team that wins the league goes away from home to certain places and get a drab 1-0. Yeah. You know, and we've just been getting quite a few of them, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know. Listen, I wasn't. 3 points. You know, it wasn't an entertaining game. Let's be honest. One criticism I've got of Arsenal, and it's got to stop, is the time wasting. Right,
throw out the
you know what I mean, like the throw-ins, Raya going down, faking injury so they can go and talk to. That is the reason why teams won't like us.
Yeah, but sometimes, Lee, you got to have that. That's professional. Sometimes that's
no
little margins.
No one liked Man United when Alex Ferguson was doing it and all that. Like, I get it, but I want to be Arsenal to be a little bit more classy. That's all I'm saying. On tactical things, you know what I mean? Like, there's no need to be taking that amount of time on throw-ins, and no need to be faking injuries to get team tactics out and all. That's not football, Cecil. That's not the football.
Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, it's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing?
You're doing all right. And this is what you get in Europe.
Hello. Tony Ellis!
Come on, like.
Thank you so much. Lee, you're the man.